Hello everyone, today we'll discuss discovery of a cell. As in previous classes you have learnt cell was discovered by Robert Hooke. So discovery of cell, it was discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665. So cell was discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665. He observed some hollow cavities he discovered some hollow cavities or empty compartments in a thin slice of a cork. In a thin slice of a cork, it is a cork is actually cell wall. He observed some hollow cavities or empty compartments in a thin slice of cork with the help of his primitive microscope. His microscope was not so magnificent, but still he observed some empty compartments. This is similar to honeycomb like structure. This is similar to honeycomb like structure, and he named them as a celluli. So this celluli word modified to cell. So cell was discovered by Robert Hooke. But first living cell, actually these were dead cells. First living cell was observed by Leo van Hooke. So first living cell was observed by Leo van Hooke. Robert Hooke observed dead cells, and he observed living cell in an algae, that is Spirogyra. So the credit of first living cell goes to Leo van Hooke and dead cell goes to Robert Hooke. After the discovery of cell, later on Robert Brown observed nucleus in a cell. So Robert Brown discovered nucleus. Robert Brown discovered nucleus. After this, cell theory came into existence. Cell theory was given by, now we have topic cell theory. It was given by So cell theory was given by two scientists. One was German botanist Sheldon and one was British geologist Swan. So cell theory was given by Sheldon and Swan. They formulated that all the living beings are made up of cells and their cells product. But they were unable to explain how new cells arise. So this cell theory was modified by this cell theory was modified by Rudolf Virchow, and a new theory was given, that is a modified cell theory. So cell theory was modified by Rudolf Virchow, and now they're given modified cell theory. So according to modified cell theory, all the living beings are made up of cells and products of cells. All the living beings so point number 1 is all the living beings are made up of cells and cells product, right? Second point, all cells rise from pre-existing cells. All cells arise from pre-existing cells, means in pre-existing cells there is a division of cell, and after the division new cells are formed. That is the important point, important fact of modified cell theory. All cells arise from pre-existing cells. Actually it is also called omnis cellula e cellula. All cells arise from pre-existing cells. It is also called omnis cellula e cellula. There is a division of cell in pre-existing cells. After that new cells are formed, right? Point number 3, membrane bound cell organelles cannot survive outside cytoplasm. Membrane bound cell organelles like mitochondria, like chloroplast, like endoplasmic reticulum, we will discuss later on in this chapter. They can survive within the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the liquid part of a cell, fluid part of the cell is called cytoplasm, right? Point number 4 is all cells have fundamental structure and same metabolic reactions. All cells have same fundamental structure and same metabolic reactions. And fifth last point is genetic information is stored in a nucleus. Information is stored in a nucleus. Genetic information is stored in a nucleus. So these are the 5 important points of a modified cell theory, and it was modified by Rudolf Virchow, but cell theory was given by Sheldon and Swan. So these are the some basic questions also. What is omnis cellula is cellula? Means all cells arise from pre-existing cells. After the division, there will be division in pre-existing cells, then new cells will form, right? In next segment we will divide and type, we will understand the types of cells: prokaryotic cell, eukaryotic cells, single unicellular organisms, multicellular organisms. So that's it for cell theory and modified cell theory.